In Texas, this region is divided into three distinct subregions: the High Plains, the Edwards Plateau, and the Llano Basin. Around 12,000 years ago, people were drawn to the Llano Basin by the numerous springs, variety of vegetation, and wildlife. The early settlers survived by hunting mammoths and extinct animals. Later, the American Indians were fed by vast herds of buffalo, deer, and antelope. In fact, the Llano Basin still has more deer per square mile than any other region in the country. Some wildlife in the Llano Basin includes the white-tailed deer, the jackrabbit, rattlesnake, and the cardinal. Some vegetation includes switchgrass, blue stem grass, grama grass, Indian grass, wild rye, and curly mesquite. When the first European settlers arrived in the area of Llano in or around 1535, the Tonkawa Indians were already residing there. An expedition to investigate the huge unexplored area was headed by the Spanish adventurer Alvar Núñez Cabaza de Vaca. The Apache Indians soon replaced the Tonkawa Indians, who were then replaced by the Comanche Indians. The region wasn't discovered by the settlers until the middle of the 1800s. The area had previously been known as the West Texas Frontier Indian Territory. The Silveren, a group of German aristocrats formed to promote immigration to Texas, brought the first Europeans to this area. Manager John O. Mazenbach signed a treaty with the Comanche in 1845, allowing settlers to go into the Fisher-Miller Tract. The Tonkawa were a nomadic group of bison hunters who lived in the numerous teepee settlements across the southern plains before European settlement. They were renowned warriors who used bows, arrows, and spears as their primary offensive tools. They donned leather coats and horn and feather-adorned caps. During combat, the majority of their neighbors, including the Apache and the Caddo, engaged in the Tonkawa in conflict for some time. The Tonkawa traded tallow, deer skins, and buffalo robes for firearms after the 1770s, when their ties with the Spanish improved. They also enjoyed friendly ties for a while with the Texans. They served as scouts for the Comanche in Wichita in 1858. The Tonkawa were relocated to the Indian Territory in 1859 from the Brazos River Reserve, which is now present-day Oklahoma. Llano was widely known as the deer capital of Texas. The density of white-tailed deer in the Llano Basin is the highest in the nation. Hunters from all over come to Llano for deer, quail, dove, feral pig, turkey hunting using guns or bows. Farming, ranching, and the granite industry remain the foundations of the basin's economy. In the 20th century, in the 1920s, Llano was a major shipping point for cattle, and also the cotton industry flourished in the county in the 1930s, but declined thereafter into insignificance. Llano in Spanish means plain, a name hardly fitting for this spectacular piece of hill country. And now I will be showing what the land looks like now and how my diorama looks to the land. The land is very dry and has some very neat vegetation. I chose the Llano Basin because I actually hunt in Llano, and I knew that there was a lot of wildlife, and I thought it would be cool to research the land